today we have a very, very special episode of Monsta MTV because I am with DIY royalty, Shane Conlon, DIY For Knuckleheads. Shane, thanks for joining me, mate.
Pleasure, mate.
Thanks for having me up here in
Absolute
the
pleasure.
Knuckleheads. Is this the Knuckleheads Cave? Or the
It is,
Knuckleheads
mate.
Workshop?
It is. It is beautiful northern New South Wales.
So up in Coffs Harbour, which is unbelievable. Shane, we have been following you for quite some time now, and you are probably one of the more unassuming YouTubers around the country. A lot of people don't know you unless you really have an interest in DIY.
That's right.
Tell us how it all started for you.
I'm a carpenter by trade, and I wanted to find out one day how to apply silicone, because you know how messy applying silicone is. So I jumped onto YouTube, this is going back 6 years ago, and I typed in how to apply silicone. And some of the things that I saw were absolutely just hopeless, just pathetic, boring videos. So I thought maybe I can do one that might just jazz things up a little bit. And I did that, and before I knew it, things just started to snowball. And here we are today, 6 years later.
And you've copped a really good following. I mean, more than 90,000 subscribers.
Yeah, 90,000.
Fairly awesome.
Yeah.
And you tell me before that, that's not just Australia, you've got a bit of a following around the country.
No, I'd say America is the biggest following base, then Australia, Canada, UK, Russia, Portugal. Yeah, it's crazy.
And Germany,
Yeah, for sure.
So look, Shane, carpenter by trade, timber's your thing. You've obviously picked up a big following with that.
Yep.
You feed your shows off of the inquiries you get from your customers, or do you think of applications that need to be addressed?
I just see something that I personally would like to do, and then just go from there. And I actually select what sort of videos I do, and if it's a popular search term, then that's what I go for. Okay. Yeah.
Now you recently had done a trial with our WoodFix and our Patchet product, and you
loved it.
And that was great because we wanted to get an honest appraisal from someone who's going to go, and carpenters have used those sorts of wood fillers before.
Yep.
So the Patchet, tell me about that, because I'm a big one on that product when we developed it, because we wanted to get a solvent-free, non-toxic product in the market, which is what we're all about.
Yep.
You were comparing it to the builders' fillers and hazardous stuff, the two-part compounds.
In a nutshell, I loved it.
Okay.
It was a fantastic product. Prior to these guys sending me the product, I didn't know anything about this, and the environmental credentials were what really won me over. It wasn't a chemical base, and using it I was just really surprised at how well the stuff went down. It didn't slump, which was a massive tick for me. Dry, my God, it shocked me. It shocked me. I thought this is going to take forever, but it didn't, trust me. And it sanded back beautifully.
Okay. So what are the key things when people are patching wood?
I think most people, when they're doing a patch, they probably don't go to the effort that you really should in regards to getting rid of all that old dead wood.
Right.
You've really got to get that out and get a beautiful solid base to then apply your WoodFix to.
I know you used a bit of sandpaper to sand once you took the dead wood out, but is it important to have it smooth, or you tend to go with a bit more of a texture, a rougher?
I think a rougher surface.
To get a key.
Yeah, so it locks in better. Whereas if it's a shiny surface on a shiny surface, the adhesion probably isn't going to be there. So a slightly rougher surface is a better place to apply your Patchet to.
How do you reckon we go on a vertical? I don't know, you probably saw my video where we did a few weeks ago where we did a beam which had like a full loss of mass.
Yep.
Now you've played with it on a horizontal. How would you go? Would you have tackled it any differently on a vertical?
I don't think I would have, mate, because the fact that it goes off so quickly was a real bonus.
Yeah.
As I know before, I've used the chemical fillers, and they do, once you put them on, they do sort of fall down, especially on a vertical surface. But
so a little bit wetter in nature.
Yeah. But yours, I wouldn't have any drama whatsoever.
So the WoodFix, which you actually had applied onto the timber after you took the wood, all the rotted wood out. Now that is it's a unique item for us, non-hazardous, chemical-free, totally natural. With wood preservatives, are they been things you've stayed away from in the past, particularly for internal timbers, because of the odours and the fumes? And
I have previously used a wood preservative, and like you said, it does smell a lot. And I've probably only ever used it on things like when I'm doing a deck, and I'm cutting the end off a treated pine board or something. I'll I'll treat it with a spray.
Yeah.
But I think for future, using the WoodFix for sure.
Does the would you spray that on the way you saw it, or do you think there's just the old brush?
Mate, I reckon the brushing technique's perfect.
Yeah.
I know that when I'm spraying, a lot goes where I'm supposed to spray, but a bit around it as well. Whereas when you brush it on, it goes exactly where you want it, and I think it's a better way, and it penetrates more.
So your deck that we saw in your video a few weeks ago, where you had oil, and I've seen it at the front, which is a fantastic job you've done. On the underside, what do you, because it's up against just damp earth, with vapours coming up. Do you ever put anything on the underside of those timber decks?
To do it correctly, you really should coat both sides of your decking board prior to installation.
Would you consider that next time
Definitely.
you could put on the other side? Because we see a lot of wood rot occurring that people do put the decking on top. But the underside's where it's copping, like, you know, the humidity and the vapours coming up.
And the water goes over the edge of the board, down the side, and then this runs on the underside of that board. So if you can prevent that from happening, or the water will still do it. But if you use your naked sealer, it'll bend and fall off.
And we're going to have a play of that in a minute, and I'll show you for real how that works. With timber, what do you reckon the three main inquiries you get that come up with applications?
The one that you do get is longevity.
Right. How to make timber last.
Because you go to all that effort to build something, and if it rots out in 2 years, it's just a shame. It's an absolute shame. So if you can prevent that from happening in the first place, that's the way to go. And
do you get colour retentions or stains, or how to paint on top of timber? Does that come up?
I think the next biggest thing would be how to paint on timber.
You say more people want to keep the timber look, and also looking for varnishes or oils?
Varnishes and oils rather than paints these days. Especially the stuff that I do.
If someone's got old weatherboards that they might sand back, they take the timber, but and they then want to go and paint on top of it afterwards.
It's a big issue. The issue is that I don't think people actually realise or understand what they need to put. Once they sand it all back, they think it's fantastic. They'll whack on their primer, put on a top coat, and 6 months' time, it's all bubbling.
Is that right?
Yep.
And what is it? Is that the tannins that's causing that?
The tannins, not compatible with the undercoat with the top coat and stuff like that.
So you've heard it, as I said, from the DIY royalty in this country, Shane Conlon, DIY for Knuckleheads. If you're not subscribing to his YouTube channel, get on it. It is fantastic. Besides being very, very informative, it's bloody funny as well, and he's always got that bit of humour, that Aussie larrikin in him, and I love that.
Thanks, mate.
And we get a lot of joy watching it, Shane.
Appreciate it.
This has been fantastic. If you just weren't that far away from Adelaide, but we're going to do this again.
We're only 2,000 k's away.
Couple of hours on a plane.
It's too easy.
It's been great. So look, Shane, thanks a lot,
mate.
Thanks for having me up here.
Appreciate it.
And get onto it. Refer back to this one. Great advice from the man himself. But yeah, go on to DIY for Knuckleheads and find out more. And I'll see you in the next episode of MTV. Thanks for joining me.
Cheers.